Hey everyone, this is part 1 of my personal randomizer challenge where we play the game randomizing every enemy battle turning it into sheer chaos. Hope you enjoy!
First thing we need to get past is introduction of the game. There are only 2 fights in there, so it should be too hard. Unless, of course, we will be encountering something like a final boss of the game. There's no way that's happening, right? Well, fortunately, the game decided to save us and make Joker invincible in the first fight. With that handy feature, we just need to bide our time and we will eventually kill him, right? Well, as it turns out, after the Holy Grail used just a bunch of times, he will eventually get tired and will stop doing that. So, we just need to bide even more time, but we will eventually defeat him, right? It's not like the game will crash after defeating him, yeah? Oh, wow, it actually didn't crash? That is surprising, but a welcome surprise nonetheless. Second fight we are forced to do is the fight introduced only in Persona 5 Royale, which is meant to showcase a new future party member Kasumi. With her abilities, we will make short work of the enemy. Oh, she doesn't have any abilities. Well, it still should be fine, at least the Joker can die. And it turns out the Joker can actually die in here. Well, at least the game doesn't crash on us if we do, and we can restart the fight normally. It is funny though to see Velvet Room before it was even properly introduced. After struggling through a few more exhausting battles, Kasumi and I finally came across an enemy we could defeat. Little by little, we chipped away at their health until they fell. We part our ways with Kasumi and leave the casino, smashing through the window, only to get ambushed by literally everyone. After learning that we got ratted out by one of our teammates, it's finally time to make some tough choices. First, the difficulty run, which is, as the rules mentioned, merciless. And I almost chose wrong one. Third choice in the game and I already almost made mistake, the run is looking pretty good. Second, after some gentle encouragement from this nice man, we finally choose our name. And, of course, as we are very mature adults, we choose an appropriate for us name, right? Maybe the AMC's canon name, maybe my own, maybe the username. No, bitches, really? Are we 12? Well, bitches it is then. It is now time for our investigation, where we will account for every single detail of our every single day throughout the entire past year. You see, it all started. Okay, first thing Peaches needs to do is find his way into his new home. But after doing that, we realize that no one is there, and somehow we don't have any contact with the person that is supposed to receive us. Thankfully, the awfully convenient package delivery man docks the house owner's location while he's talking to himself. That is definitely against some regulations, but we don't mind. We head into the small cafe to have a jump scare of a baldy man. He seemed to have completely forgotten about us, just like my mom who seemed to have forgotten me in the forest after she told me to close my eyes and not open them no matter what. But I digress. The baldy man quickly shows us our place, not in this weird meaning place, and by our place, I mean this completely rotten attic full of dirt, dust and trash. That looks pretty bad, but we need to remember that in America it would cost us $2,000 per month for such luxurious conditions, so we feel pretty honored by the baldy man's hospitality. The baldy man is also kind enough to conveniently explain to us our backstory of us allegedly protecting some woman, and consequently injuring some other man who sued us in response, and now we got a criminal record. Our parents were not vibing with our Sigma grindset and needed us away to Tokyo so they can finally skibidi-goon at peace. During the night, we have a weird dream of being a skibidi toilet jailed by 2 twin girls and a witch fella whose mewing streak is on another level.
They explain to us about our upcoming ruin, but they don't care enough to elaborate on what exactly it is. Nintendo's secret yet to remain all alpha and mugging. What the hell am I doing with my life? After we settle in the rat hole, our new lodging, we get to our new school, where the headmaster and teacher are very evident how welcome we are by saying things like, "We didn't have a choice," or "one violation and you end up on the street." Wow, what a wholesome welcome. Well, it's time for our first day at school. On our way in, after not getting lost for 4 minutes trying to find subway, we hide on the roof since it started raining. Suddenly, a very normal looking woman joins in the same place. She is so normal looking that the bitch ass keeps staring at her for minutes and is not discouraged even after she made eye contact. Fortunately, our silent priest got to her and she smiled back at us. I'm sure it wasn't solely because she thought we are about to murder her and that she wasn't screaming in her head things like, "Help! Help! Oh my god! That bitch ass is going to kill me! Help!" Yeah, she must love us. After she got groomed by her teacher, we met this blonde punk that offered to guide us to school. Except he actually showed us the way to some castle, where we can experience unique traditional Japanese style welcome of getting pummeled by people in knight's armor and getting locked in a jail. Afterwards, some pervert in his briefs and cape barges in and threatens to execute us. I'm sure this tradition is to teach us to value our lives and the privileges we are given in the life. What a beautiful insight we are being taught completely for free by random strangers. Japan is truly kind. Thanks to their teachings, we managed to rebel within and unlock our new cool persona, Arsene. With its power, we can easily defeat every enemy, as it made us immortal for the first fight. Fortunately, it doesn't matter, as our alpha nature scared those beta males away. We make our way farther into the castle and meet this not at all suspicious cat. Definitely not a cat, but a 100% human, as it claims. We don't know that yet, but this cat is one of the most vile and repulsive beings in the entire world. Its greed knows no bounds, and we wish to swallow us whole. Every day, I cry in anguish, knowing that I have to live in the same universe as him. I wish I could explain what it's like to stand in front of him. To be a sheer suffocating wave of his presence. The way he stared at me makes my skin crawl. I have never felt so scared and helpless in my life. He moves, and every muscle in my body screams at me to run. This isn't a cry for help, but a warning. If you can hear me, stay home. Lie back. Save yourself, Mr. For once you lay eyes on him, it will already be too late. But for now, this human died banished some shadows, which is a fancy word for enemies. As the tutorial already starts, we turn off the randomizer and do the fights in a classic, old-fashioned way. Thanks to that, we defeat the enemies quickly. After one more fight and getting lost for 10 minutes, we finally left the castle, where we are immediately harassed by policemen who suspect us of being on drugs. Fortunately, after shifting the blame entirely on the blonde punk, we are left alone and find our way properly into the school. We are finally able to start living a normal school life. But alas, it turns out everyone already knows we are criminals, so they stay far away from us and call us a creep. Awesome, just like in my own high school. What realism! The next day, the blonde punk invites us to search for the castle again with him. I suppose almost losing his life once was not enough, and we should try again. And for some reason, the game does not allow us to even refuse. We understood that we can't get into the school the normal old-fashioned way, but we need to use an app. how far technology has come these days. Usually, the blonde punk decides to go into the castle with the monster cat, Morgana, and they conspire together to force me in with them. Inside, we learn that the slaves we saw on the way are not actually human beings, but some realistic looking dolls. How far technology has come these days. But, oh no, it means that the king, Kamoshida, is treating the students exactly the same way in real life. We can't just leave that be, and since our new best friend got angry enough to awaken his own persona, we are back to the action. Unfortunately for us, days passes but we got no leads. Everyone is too scared to squeal on Kamoshida, who is their PE teacher in real life. But at some point, one of the students attempts to take her own life, and that encourages us enough to attack the king in the castle, as it might solve the whole situation. After Anne, the bestie of the girl that jumped from the building, awakens her own persona, we are finally in full gang. We are ready to infiltrate Palace and turn on the randomizer at last. But first, we need to flatter, talk to our mommy, our doctor, about how much we love her, how much we love studying. And because we love studying so much, we need all the illegal drugs she can give us. And she agrees. Yay! Then we do other miscellaneous tasks that every normal high schooler would also do, like buying guns or drinking suspicious liquids. And after a week, it's finally time to infiltrate the palace for good.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. I'm glad that you managed to watch it all the way to the end. I put quite some effort into it, even if you can't see it. So I'm glad that somebody actually took the time to watch all of it. So thanks again, and I will see you in the next video.